time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Stanford's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. So SMU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Price. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for him next.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Scanning the field, it's locked. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Price. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air, it's Jennings. Here's the pressure. Hires on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. On the ground, it's Price. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, and in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Got his man. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Grabs it in the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. looks and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Punt is in the air. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Pulls it, fired complete. Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Price. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Luck. Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seam zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a hit. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be downed right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd...
There he goes! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida-Atlanta.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, Cardinal. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen, so you can put a hat on the football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Pocket breaking down. Snagged on the outside. It's Cooper. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And they can't make the play on third down. And the Mustangs will punt it away on fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. To throw, it's Locke. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Complete to start this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Off play action. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense.
Going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Price. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds a little space. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Locke. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point was good.
Stanford, 31, SMU.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down and more.
Running back the ball carrier.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll start the third quarter with the run. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Jennings. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Working that wide receiver screen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. His drive will open from the 15. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Stanford lines up to punt it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled and finds his man on the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's locked. Throwing right. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
38, SMU, 7.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. And And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's not afraid to go deep. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. So they're on the 1 yard line. The incomplete pass on second down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The first play of the drive wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
And the Mustangs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. He's got it. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the... The give to the lone running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's flat. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw again. He's got him. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what we've seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Singleton. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Parker. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Makes the catch. It's Hall. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. And the Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Line gets set. First down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.